Friends, a couple of weeks ago, we presented to you the guidelines prescribed by the CBCP as we prepare for the Papal visit in 2015. Its theme is mercy and compassion. It would be helpful if we reflect on how we could be merciful and compassionate. Today, as we exalt the cross on which the mercy of God was manifested in the crucified one, let us review the works of mercy, that we too may be agents of God's mercy. This is the first of 3 parts for the month of September. What is mercy? St. Thomas Aquinas teaches us that mercy is a virtue. It is the compassion in our hearts for another person's misery, a compassion which drives us to do what we can to help him or her. Mercy is derived from the Latin word misericordia, which is roughly translated as having a miserable heart as we see the misery of our neighbors. We manifest mercy by sympathizing with them or by helping ease their suffering. In the Church's tradition of penance and charity, we are being encouraged to offer works of mercy. The Catechism states, "The works of mercy are charitable actions by which we come to the aid of our neighbor in his or her spiritual and bodily necessities." When we engage in works of mercy for our brothers and sisters, especially those who are in spiritual or material need, we are extending God's compassion and mercy to them. And we are also being merciful to the Lord who suffers with and in them. Remember his question? "What did you do or not do when I was hungry, thirsty, homeless, naked, sick, and imprisoned?" The Lord himself said, "Whatever you did for one of these least brothers of mine, you did for me." How can we offer works of mercy? Works of mercy are divided into 2. The corporal works of mercy and the spiritual works of mercy. The corporal works of mercy include the actions that help or assist our neighbors in their material and physical needs. Feeding the hungry, giving drink to the thirsty, clothing the naked, sheltering the homeless, visiting the sick, visiting the imprisoned, burying the dead. While works of mercy we previously mentioned are aimed at alleviating the suffering of the body, the spiritual works of mercy meet the emotional and spiritual needs of our neighbor. The following acts of mercy are meant to help our brothers and sisters in their spiritual suffering: instructing the ignorant, counseling the doubtful, admonishing sinners, bearing wrongs patiently, forgiving offenses willingly, comforting the afflicted, praying for the living and the dead. The Catechism adds, "Among all these, giving alms to the poor is one of the chief witnesses to fraternal charity. It is also a work of justice pleasing to God." We hope that each of us would learn to share our time and resources to help the needy and to pray for those who suffer. We hope all of us would be more merciful and compassionate to one another. As the CBCP invites us, let us make mercy our national identity. We recall Pope Francis's words during his first Angelus address when he said, "A bit of mercy makes the world less cold and more just." What are we waiting for, brothers and sisters?